Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. I have another Ghostbusters review for you today. This is the Ecto Minis Ecto 1. As you can see, is patterned off of the new Ecto 1 from the new movie because it's built out of a hearse instead of an old ambulance. It's in this kind of exposed packaging here where you can pretty much move the whole car. Taking a look at the back, just kind of shows you some of the Ecto Minis. Shows how you can put them inside. It lights up. It also advertises this little gun here on the side, which I have not really seen anywhere, but have to see if I can look for that. So basically, that's it for the packaging. It's fairly simplistic. Not really anything going on in the back there. But we'll go ahead. I will get it out of this packaging and we'll take a closer look. Okay, so first thing I want to address with this. You kind of have to rip the package apart to get through this. Now, there was a strap around this, which is just meant to keep the lid closed, and I thought that's what was holding it to this. If you look underneath, you'll see there's these two little spots. And basically, there are these weird plastic pieces with these knobs. So you can see there's two pegs here that went here, and then this piece went through that slot and then was turned like that, and then this was keeping this connected to the packaging. And I mean, even if you tried to like rip this apart, which, because I couldn't figure out why this, like I kept turning it and it wasn't doing anything, because you can't see how this is attached when it's just like this flush against, you know, the bottom of the Ecto 1. So just know that you have to do basically a quarter turn, and then you have to pull it straight out, and then you can pull this thing out. Because it got to the point where I was so frustrated, I tried to just rip the box apart, just because I figured if I could get the cardboard out of the way, I could see, you know, what's going on here. But I had to go online and watch someone else's video where they're like, here's the goofy thing that's underneath. So hopefully I can provide the same service for you guys. So if you do buy this toy, know that you have to do a quarter turn and then pull this piece straight out, and then you can just pull this off. So luckily, I didn't get any stress marks or damage it in any way, so that's lucky. So now we will commence with the review of the actual toy now that I have freed it from its crazy packaging. Okay, so, I mean, just looking at it, it's a fairly decent little car. Nothing too special to it. It's a lot of white, but you know, the red paint is nice. You have little ladders here on the side, which is kind of cool. Not much going on in the back. If we take a look at the bottom, it does take 3 AAA batteries, which go in this compartment here. There's a little switch here. The line means on, and the X is kind of a try me mode. So when you get it, it's going to be in try me mode. And that just kind of like, basically there's a license plate here on the front. So if I put it back to try me mode and you press the license plate in, it just does kind of a random blinking because that's the try me mode. And it'll just kind of keep blinking. Eventually it'll turn off. It does take a while though. It will blink for a while. There it goes. So if you just turn it to on and you press it, you'll get a steady light. It'll just stay on. Or if you press it again, it'll start blinking. And again, either way, it'll just eventually turn off. There's no way to turn it off. Like if you press it again, it's going to go back to the solid light. So you press it once, it's a solid light. Press it 2, it goes to a blinking light. It will just eventually turn off. It tricks you though. Every time I think it's done, it does it a little bit more. It's kind of goofy in that way. Come on, turn off. It loves it. It really will go for a while. Yep, see, it fooled me again. Anyway, whatever. We'll let it go. The wheels roll pretty nice, I have to say. Pretty nice. Nothing special, just, you know, cheap plastic wheels. They are independent. It looks like on the back wheels they're not. Here they are because the battery compartment gets in the way. But this is one solid axle. So that is, they are linked together. This looks to be, I'm assuming, bulb maintenance. If you need to replace the bulb for some reason, that's probably what this panel's for. The directions don't really talk about that. But you have a very cool little ghost hood ornament, which I will try to get in and see if that shows up. But I think that's pretty neat. It's a nice little touch. But basically, the main part you're going to buy this is because you can put some figures inside here. You're going to turn the siren just a kind of quarter turn counterclockwise, and then you can open it. As you can see here, there's just kind of a little latch. Now, when you go to put it back closed, it'll just close. There's a little bevel, so it goes down and then snaps. But if you just try to pull it, it won't come. So you got to do just a quarter turn counterclockwise. You could open right up. And then you can see on the inside here, and I'm going to try to get some light in here. There's 4 seats. The light is under the driver's seat, but the other 3 seats also have pegs. And then there's a couple pegs in the back here. It's really hard to get light down in here, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pegs back there. So if you want to stand some people up, you can. It does come with an exclusive Slimer. Now, it's very similar to many of the other Slimers. The Slimer that is in the blind bags for the new movie, as well as the 3-packs for the new movie, is very similar to this. It just has different hands or arms. This guy's arms actually can move. They can move a little bit up and down, and his tongue is not painted. And the reason his hands are out is so that he can drive the steering wheel of the car. The regular Slimer has very tiny hands that are just kind of out to the sides, and his tongue is painted. So that's what makes this guy exclusive, is that his arms move. So you can go ahead and plug him in. He's got a little hole in the bottom, so he can fit right on this peg. And you can pop him in. And then it looks like he's driving. And then again, if you want to use the light, he kind of lights up there because he's a little see-through, a little translucent. If you want to hit it again, he will blink. So I think that's kind of neat. You could put any translucent ghost you want. If I want to take him out and use one of the other ghosts, like say this little blue guy, you can go ahead and put him in there, and then he'll blink. You can kind of see it better there. So I think that's neat. I mean, really, any of the Ecto Minis, they all have little pegs on the feet. So you could even bring in the Classics one, put a little Egon on the seat. Why is that not going? Are these holes not big enough? Ooh, I think they're sneaky. No, they're the same size holes. There you go. Kevin seems to work. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not getting the hole lined up right. Egon's giving me a problem. So let's try Peter. Maybe Peter will work a little better. There you go. So you can go ahead. You can put them in there. They peg right in. So that's pretty neat. I'm going to zoom out. And then you can close it up, and it looks like they're riding around inside. Unfortunately, the light is only under the driver's seat. But I think it's pretty neat. I mean, it's very simplistic. It's just a little car. It doesn't really do anything other than that. If you don't care about pegging them in, obviously you can dump in as many Ecto Minis as you like. And if you can just get the lid closed. It says it holds 6, but really there's peg holes for 6 at a time. But you can really get as many as you want in there. You just have to dump them in. So I think it's pretty neat. The funny thing is, I got this at Target for $15. I've seen it since then at both Walmart and Toys R Us for $20. And Target may have raised their price up to $20. So I don't know if this was always supposed to be $20 and I just lucked out and got it for $15. I mean, is it worth $20? That's really going to be up to you. It does come with 3 AAA batteries. Those are included. So if you think about that, I mean, batteries are expensive. So if you think about 3 AAAs, that's probably $1 or $2, maybe even $3 just for that. The little Slimer is cool, but again, you can get a version of Slimer from the blind bags or the 3-packs that's almost identical to this one. But it's a decent little car. Like, if you just want a cool little vehicle for your Ecto Minis, you know, it's not bad. I wish it did more. Like, even if it just had, like, a little missile or something up here, I feel like they easily could have put a little spring-loaded missile launcher on top. Or, you know, maybe the back also opened so you could come in both ways or something. I don't know. They really put all their effort into the light gimmick, and it's not bad. It's just, not super exciting. It is supposed to be glow in the dark, but I mean, none of the glow in the dark features for this line really work all that great. I mean, they glow a little bit. They're not fantastic. And it has to be like absolutely pitch black dark for you to even really notice it. So I think it's fun. If you can find it at a Target for $15, I say pick it up. Because it is a cool little vehicle, and the light gimmick's not bad, and if you really don't care about the light gimmick, you could take the batteries out and use them for something else. 3 AAA batteries, perfectly good. But I do like that you can open it up and there's peg holes for them. I think that's pretty neat. It's not like you need anywhere to store equipment because they're tiny figures and the equipment doesn't come off, so you really can fit a bunch of figures in there, which I think is neat. It would be also kind of cool if this came with maybe like a little ghost trap or something like that you could actually put the Ecto Minis into. Maybe something like that would have been cool, because that space in the back, I think, really could have fit just like a ghost trap that one of these Ecto Minis could fit inside, something like that. I don't know, just little improvements I think they could have done to put a little bit more play value into this. Again, not bad. It's a cool little vehicle. I do like it. I just, I would love if they would do more. So maybe they'll do other vehicles in the future, or maybe we'll get a little firehouse play-a-set or something in the future. Who knows? Although I guess in the new movie, they're not in a firehouse. I think they're in like a Chinese restaurant. Whatever. I'll take a play-set of a Chinese restaurant. I'm interested to see how they will do traps and the containment unit in the new movie, because I haven't really seen pictures of that. I've seen their blasters and the little gun blasters they have, but I haven't really seen traps or the containment unit, so I'm interested to see that. In any case, I'm rambling at this point. My overall rating on this is it's okay. I think it's definitely close, worth $15. $20 is a bit of a stretch, but if you can find it for $15 at a Target, I recommend it. I think it's fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like and share this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Ecto Minis Ecto 1 from the little Ecto Mini line for the new Ghostbusters movie. And thanks for watching.